Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. In this YouTube video, we're going to be breaking down Xpeng. I'm going to talk about where I think it's heading going into next week, what price ranges I'm looking at, where you should maybe sell or buy. We're going to get all into this in this video. Now, before we get into the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what other videos you would like me to see. I appreciate all of the support, all y'all have been giving me. Thank you so much, and let's get right into this video. So Xpeng on Friday did basically nothing. Thursday, we closed at 46.38, and then Friday, we closed at the same mark. So we basically did nothing for Friday, so it was a little frustrating if you were watching it. Now, we did hit highs of 48.66, so we did push up, but then we got rejected and pulled back down. Now, Xpeng, it does have some news on it, also NIO. Now, a lot of y'all probably are aware of this. President Donald Trump, he signed the delisting bill. Now, I talked about in my previous video how this is not going to affect Xpeng or NIO. The reason being is because in order for them to get delisted, they have to not adhere by the same policies that firms adhere by here in the United States, and they also have to fail to comply for an audit 3 years in a row. That's 3 years in a row that they would have to fail to comply. I don't see Xpeng doing that. I don't see NIO doing that, mainly because they're not a fraudulent company. What they say they're doing, they are doing. They're selling cars. There's other companies in China where they're saying they're selling products, but they're not. They're being fraudulent. They're not promising what their service is. But on the other hand, Xpeng and NIO, they have an actual product. They're not doing anything sketchy. They're a real company. So guys, there's nothing for y'all to worry about dealing with this delisting video. There's not going to be any delisting of Xpeng. There's not going to be any delisting of NIO. So I just want to get that out of the way real quick before we get into the technical analysis. So where am I looking at Xpeng on Monday session? Well, there's two scenarios I'm looking at here, guys. The first scenario is, let me get this out of the way real quick for y'all. The first scenario is that we push up to resistance, and then either we get rejected or we push through. Now, if you're bullish on Xpeng, you need to see us push through. The second scenario, guys, is the one where we get rejected. So we push up to resistance, which is at 48.06, by the way, and then we sell off and try to find support at this area right here, which is at 43.58. So those are two scenarios I'm looking at going into the session on Monday. Do we push through resistance at 48.06, which we need to do? In order for us to be bullish, we need to push through this resistance and hold, or are we bearish and do we get rejected and fall back down support? So I'm going to go over both scenarios and talk about how I structure my trade. So let's talk about the bullish case scenario first, which I'm leaning towards. So we push up to resistance, we consolidate a little bit, then we blow right through resistance. So let's say you want to take an entry on Xpeng, or if you're already in Xpeng, just stay with me real quick and I'll talk about that. So let's say you want to get in at support, you buy in at support. Now where would your stop loss be at? My stop loss would be at 46.54. That's where my stop loss would be at. If we get above resistance, I take a play, I take an entry, and then my stop loss would be at 46.58, around that area. Now I'm saying this because I trade Xpeng. If you're an investor and you're holding from an average back here, that's okay. Just wait, hold on. I think we're going to be bullish in the upcoming month for Xpeng, but this is if you want to trade Xpeng. This is how I structure my trade. So we really need to get above 48.06. Now, let's say we get above it. Where's the next level I'm looking at? This resistance right here. Now I drew this out because this was a little mini resistance that we had, which is at 51.25. Now I said this was a mini resistance because we pushed up here, sellers came in and we got instantly rejected. We did it here again as well. We pushed up, got instantly rejected, came screaming down. So obviously when we push up again and we get to this area, we need to hold this area and blast right through, because if we don't, then we just keep getting rejected by this resistance. So now this could happen Tuesday. I mean, it doesn't have to happen Monday, but we need to push through that resistance, come down to retest it, and that's how I'm looking to play Xpeng. So pass through resistance, this first one at 48.06, then we need to pass through this mini resistance at 51.25, confirm it to retest it, and then head back up. So we're going to take this day by day. I'm going to be coming out with daily videos on Xpeng, and we're going to be breaking it down based on the scenarios. So now that we've broke down the bullish case, let's go with the bearish case, because with every trade, you need to know both sides of the story. So tomorrow, let's say we push up the resistance, but we get rejected. I'm looking for Xpeng to hold support at 43.67. Around that area, I'm looking for it to hold support, because notice that we held it 4 times over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We held it 4 times over here, so you know that if buyers are going to come in, it's going to be at this support level. We don't need to get below it, because if we get below it, we're probably heading back down to 40.29. Now, this is the bearish case scenario, so keep in mind that this doesn't have to happen, but we need to always keep in mind that there's 2 sides to the story. There's the bullish case, which we just explained, and there's also the bearish case, and you have to plan for both. So going to the session on Monday, keep in mind these 2 scenarios, and also, if you're an investor, if you're holding back from the 50 average, don't worry, like I've said in multiple videos, don't panic. Xpeng is an amazing company. It's going to do just fine. Just ride this wave. But these videos are for mainly people who are trading Xpeng. But if you like to watch these videos because you're invested and you want to see where it's going, thank you for being here and supporting my channel. I'm glad to have you here, and I'm glad to be posting these daily videos on Xpeng just to give y'all a better idea of what to look for. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, comment, and also subscribe. I appreciate all the new support once again, and if you're looking for a more personal level for me to work with you, consider joining my membership and the link in the description below. I have a membership, $10.99 a month, where basically I live stream with y'all every single night before market opens, and you get to call any type of stock you want me to, and I'll break it down for you. Anyways, I will see you all in the next